So if we were to go back to the mock crash and think about how we would do that differently, what are some ways you think you might be able to tie in some academic connectors to that through either social studies, science, math, language arts, some of those pieces?
I think, like, with science, it would be fairly easy because of the physics of a crash. Because I know, like, at 25 miles an hour, you could easily do hard damage to a car just at 25 miles an hour, and that would put it in perspective with the science of physics and motion and everything. The other social studies, just past histories of car crashes and everything, and just how bad some students end up after a car crash, just past histories.
Also, another way to tie it into science, I know one thing you learn in driver's ed is not just external collisions, but internal collisions within your body. I think would tie into anatomy of how it affects your inner body and not just your outer body. I know internal bleeding can take a lot of lives and cause more problems than what we realize. I think that with older kids and being more experienced in driving, I feel with anything that you're more experienced with, you get comfortable and you get confident. I feel with that confidence, some like to push the limits and just see how far that they can take it before something actually happens. I think that if we do a scenario where they can relate to maybe bad driving or good driving, something maybe similar that they do, I think that they can relate better to that of what can actually happen, because you don't necessarily realize it until you go through it.
If you were all to watch a video made from the perspective of you, if I had a camera on my face and I was in a crash and you guys watched that video, or not even a crash, but you watched it from my perspective, erratic driving or good driving, clearing the intersection before you pull out, do you think that that would be an effective tool for people your age to see bad driving and good driving from the perspective of the driver?
I would think it would help mostly the students that are just getting their license, so they know not to be a maniac going 70 miles an hour down the road and then showing somebody that drives 55 the speed limit and shows good driving habits, puts on their seatbelt, puts on their turn signal plenty of time before they turn. Just the students that are just getting their license in their driver's ed class, showing that, hey, this is what good driving is and what bad driving is.